Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be reviewing the new Tarte's Hydroflex Serum Foundation, and also we are going to be reviewing the new Natasha Denona Puff Paint. I've been super excited to try both of these products, particularly this new Tarte Hydroflex Foundation, because I fell in love with it through an Instagram video. So of course I needed to try it, review it, do a wear test, and tell you guys everything that you need to know about it and whether or not you need it. The Hydroflex Foundation retails for $39 and the Puff Paint retails for $22. And I can't wait to share the performance of both of these products with you and tell you whether or not they are worth it. So let's go ahead and get started. I've been wanting to review this particular Tarte product for over a month now, and I don't know what took them so long to finally release it on their website and Sephora. They had it on QVC for like a full month before the launch and I couldn't get my shade, and I have just been so curious about this because I saw a video on Instagram where this lady had a lot of redness in her skin, and this seemed like the most beautiful lightweight product that also gave her a ton of coverage, and that is literally what my favorite foundations are all about. I want them to be so thin that they're undetectable on the skin, but to have enough coverage to cover my redness. So this just felt like I needed it, so here we are. I feel like I don't review a whole lot of Tarte on my channel, but that's because I feel like their eyeshadow palettes and blushes and highlighters, those just don't attract me too much. However, I have had really good luck with their complexion products before. I have really liked them. My Concealer, I think it was called, from Tarte, love that product, and this one seems to be a very similar finish and coverage but with a much thinner consistency, so I am excited. Let's see what the claims are on the Sephora website. It is a vegan serum infused foundation that flexes with your skin to cover imperfections, hydrates and promotes better bare skin. It has a medium coverage, a natural finish, my favorite combination. It has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and a vegan collagen complex, so it has skincare ingredients in it as well. While Hydroflex technology moves with your skin so that it never cakes or creases, the foundation also easily covers imperfections and minimizes the look of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles. And this is a clean at Sephora item, which means it needs to meet with Sephora's requirement of like ingredients not to have in products, so it's going to be perfect for sensitive skin. I got mine in 25 Neutral, which is the light medium neutral. I think this is the shade that I've been in the past from Tarte, so hopefully this one works. I'm going to go ahead and shake it before I apply it, and it seems very liquidy. I am excited. Okay, here's the consistency. So really nice and runny. Perfect texture, and I think this color is going to be perfect for me. Let me go ahead and wipe some off and I'll show you the consistency. Okay, so here's that swatch. A ton of coverage. It just, oh, it feels so good. I am so excited about this. It has a beautiful natural finish, and this color is absolute perfection for me. My skin's already hydrated, so I'm going to start with primer. This is the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer that I have been liking a lot lately. It helps to diffuse my pores, and it feels very lightweight on the skin, and it has a really nice like natural finish. I went ahead and cleaned my BK Beauty 101 brush, and I'm going to be applying it with this one. I think I'm just going to do that and distribute. That was one layered, it blended immediately, and my redness is like 80% covered, so I know that with another little bit right here on my cheek, it'll fully cover everything. Light medium neutral is the perfect color for me, and it just looks super undetectable on the skin. I'm putting a little bit more right here where my cheeks are red, and I'm going to do half my forehead, and I'll show you guys the before and after. I just noticed that this product doesn't have any SPF in it, which for some reason I thought this would be a product that had SPF, but that's okay. I like to apply my SPF separately anyway, so not a huge problem there. Okay, so look at it before and after. You can see that it like fully covered all of my redness, and I am of course about to lower the light for you so that you can see how the texture looks from what I can tell looking in the mirror right now. It looks extremely skin-like, and it is so thin that it just blended right in. I do notice that it's like a teeny tiny bit tacky, not too much, but like I can feel it transferring to my finger. You see right there. So keep that in mind, but maybe once we set it, it'll just be perfect. So let me lower the light and show you. Okay, so this is my skin with no product on, so you can see my freckles, my redness, a couple of breakouts, and pretty much it's the same thing on both sides. So this is the side with the foundation on, and flawless. Looks so good. I really love the texture of this product and how thin it is and the coverage that it has. So far, this is everything that I was expecting, honestly. I really like how it's performing. Here it is fully applied with a brush. I went ahead and wet a Sonia Kashuk sponge, and I'm just going to tap it over and see if it gets any better. Yeah, with a sponge, you're going to have to use a little bit more product than I used today with the brush. I do sometimes like the finish of how things look with a sponge better regardless. I'm going to do a little touch up right there. Okay, so here it is after I smoothed it out a little bit more with the sponge. I love it so far. It looks so good. For my under eyes, I'm going to do a little bit of my Magic Vanish Corrector before my brightener. And I'm going to tap it in with the sponge. And I'm going to use the Fenty brightener for the under eyes and blend it in with the sponge. I've been really liking the Fenty brightener for days where I just want my makeup to be very lightweight. And I do obviously put it on top of the Magic Vanish Corrector because otherwise I don't think it'll give me the coverage that I want. But combining those two has definitely been working nicely for me. I'm going to set my under eyes with my Pat McGrath translucent powder. And also the center of my forehead here. And after concealer and setting the concealer with some translucent powder, this is how things are looking. Again, I just absolutely love when foundations are very thin because I think that they look so nice and flattering, and it looks like my skin is flawless, which is certainly not, without looking makeupy or cakey. I'm very impressed so far. Okay, so let's get to the other product I'm trying today, and this is the Natasha Denona Puff Paint. I got mine in the color Daria, and I saw a few reviews on this one. I couldn't escape them, and so I decided to just go for this shade and skip the darker and the lightest shade because everybody was saying that the lightest one really didn't show up too much, and I know that the darkest one, even though a lot of people loved it, is a little bit too much for me personally. So here's the new Natasha Denona Liquid Blush. I really like this applicator. And I'm going to put it on this cheek with no bronzer, and then on this cheek with bronzer. And then I'll just even myself out somehow. So let's see. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Do I like the applicator? I heard that the best way to blend it was your fingers, but I am stubborn and I want to use the brush. I like the glow that it has for sure. I'm gonna do a little more right here and blend it with my fingers just to try it. Yeah, the fingers just gives you a little bit more pigment, but the brush works good too. I didn't dislike the brush. Lights down, this is the blush right here. Okay, so I know I only have one cheek done, but I am going to do bronzer so that I can then blend this blush into the bronzer. And I'm going to use my REPHR number 24 and the Glowish bronzer by Huda Beauty, which you guys know I really liked. Alright, so let's apply it on top of the blush right here. This is what they're looking like combined. And now I'm applying the bronzer on this side so that I can put the blush on top of it and see how that looks. I'm going to do a little bit of a wash off bronzer on my eyelids. And I'm using the Wayne number 5 brush for this, and I also used it to apply bronzer like around my nose. I'm trying to find the best ways in which I like using these Wayne Gloss brushes. Okay, so now let's puff paint this cheekbone. And again, I'm going to use a brush to blend it in. This is definitely how I would apply my blush usually. I do my bronzer first, then my blush, and it doesn't matter if my bronzer is powder and my blush is cream. I definitely like to be able to put the blush on top. I feel like it blends better, and I think it applies to this as well. Because you can see on this side, I feel like my blush is barely visible anymore because I blended the bronzer over it. and on this side it still looks nice and fresh and fun. So blush on top of bronzer is definitely my favorite method. Let me do a little blush right here as well. So far I'm super impressed with the Tarte Hydroflex C Tinted Moisturizer. As far as this Natasha Denona Paint Pot is concerned, it's okay. I don't hate it, but I also don't feel like anybody needs to like run out and buy it. Back with some mascara on, and I'm going to use my Rich Brown Patrick Ta eyeliner in my waterline. And for the lips, I want to do something super natural, so I'm going to use my Pillow Talk lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. And this Pat McGrath gloss, I think this is the color Love Potion. This is the look for today. I didn't start filming super early because I went to sleep very late last night, but it is 2:17, which means I've probably had the foundation on for 25-ish minutes now, so let's call it 1:45. I don't think I'm going to be able to do a 12-hour wear test because I don't intend to go to sleep so late tonight, but I will have this on until the very end of the day before I take off my makeup to go to sleep, and I will pop back in to check in throughout the day, and I'll give you my final thoughts towards the end of the night. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so it is 7:30, so it's been like 6 hours since I've had this makeup on, and this is how things are looking. My natural oils have come through, but like a little bit. I feel like if you were oily, you could still get away with wearing this foundation. Everything looks pretty much the same as when I put it on earlier today, which is very exciting. Let me see if I can get better lighting. Here we go, from here. Oh my god, this is so much better. Okay, so check it out. Things look nice still, and I just will check in with you guys later. I'm back, and it is 12:26 right now. I left my phone downstairs, so I'm looking at it on my laptop here. So we didn't do a 12-hour wear test, but we got close. We did like an 11.5-hour wear test, so that's definitely a long time too. I didn't use any setting spray today, so what you see is kind of exactly what I applied on camera this morning. I forgot to set it with some setting spray, and yet, I mean, everything still looks on. Doesn't look the best, but it looks on, and it's been a ton of hours. I feel like what looks worse right now is my under eyes with that concealer and the fact that my mascara transferred a little bit. As far as the foundation is concerned, the foundation still has all of the coverage that it had when I applied it. I lowered the light so you guys can see it better. The blush wore off a little bit, not too much. So overall, I am so happy that I bought this Tarte Hydroflex foundation. It was exactly everything I was expecting. I am so excited that I have it. It's going to definitely be very used this summer because it is so lightweight, yet it covers absolutely everything that I want covered. If you're going to use it and you're going to like be out and about, definitely use an SPF underneath it because it does not have any SPF. But I loved the finish and the coverage and how lightweight and liquidy it is. I am so happy, and especially with a $37 price point, I think this is worth every penny. I'm of course leaving you guys the links to everything down in the description box, so if you are going to try it, please use my links down there. As far as the blush, I mean, it's okay. I liked it. It's wearable, it's usable. I just kind of, whenever Natasha Denona launches something, she launches such spectacular products that you just expect to be mind blown, and I wasn't mind blown with this one. It's a cute blush, and that's about it. So I don't think anybody needs to run out and buy it, but it's a cute addition. I really like that the size is very small, so you can definitely very easily travel with this one, and I do think it's a really cute everyday blush, but the same thing applies to so many blushes. So again, nothing that we need to like hurry up and go buy. Maybe with like a discount it would be really nice, so I would wait a little bit, and then during the next sale or whenever you have points accumulated for a discount or whatever, then it might be worth getting it. So those are my final thoughts before I leave. REPHR, my absolute favorite brushes in the whole wide world. The natural hair brushes that I use in every video. They're having an amazing sale on their concept store. They have 2 eyeshadow bundles for sale, and they have a new lash curler. Everything is either 40 or 50% off, and I'm leaving you the link down in the description box, so definitely check out the REPHR sale, because once you try REPHR brushes, you're not going back to anything else that is not natural hair. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I truly hope that you liked it. Definitely, if you were interested, give the Tarte foundation a try, because you are absolutely going to love it. Oh, I already edited most of this video, and I kept thinking that I forgot to say that my skin is dry. You guys can see that I have like a little bit of oil that came through, but usually when a foundation is very hydrating, glowy, that does not work for dry skin. I do have oils on my forehead that come out a lot more than I had today, so I do think that this foundation would actually be good if you have combination skin. I'm not sure about if you're super oily, but like combination skin could definitely get away with using it. So definitely check it out. Thank you for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.